welcome back. You may be wondering where the heck I have been the last probably month or so. I have been super busy. I'm still working full-time at my regular job and doing about 10 to 15 hours additionally every week doing modeling. I've been working with Bells still and with the Home Shopping Network. If you follow me on social media, you've been seeing me post that stuff like crazy. Sorry if I'm driving you wild, but I am just so absolutely in love with modeling and having the best time of my life. So that has kind of consumed me. When I'm at home, I've got a lot of stuff to catch up on, or I'm exhausted, so I sleep. But I found some time this weekend to put together a video for you guys because I've been dying for October to get here because Halloween is my favorite holiday of the year. And so this month rather, is going to be just full of Halloween tutorials. I just can't help myself. Jake and I already have a costume planned for this year, and I will reveal that at a later time. This is our first time to ever even do a couple's costume because every year we always work. So I'm stoked. It's gonna be great. And I can't wait for you guys to see it. But between now and then, I have some plans to do some other kinds of tutorials for anybody who wants to go all out on their makeup for Halloween. I'm super excited. So as you saw from the title of this video, today is a sexy vampire look. This look is probably the easiest of all of the ones that I will do. And you can change this up as much as you like. I'm gonna focus on blacks and reds because that's kind of the classic vampire theme, but you can do like reds and dark purples, and that's pretty sick. You can throw a little glitter in there, you can do some fake blood, you can just go wild, and there's tons of other tutorials out there for you that if you need assistance figuring those things out. But mine is just all about sexy and simple. And before we jump right into the tutorial, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Now let's go ahead and jump right in. So I've already done my base makeup. I just did foundation and concealer and setting powder. I did my lightest color of foundation and concealer that I have. I'm already extremely pale, so this kind of costume would work out perfect for me. If you're kind of tan, you want to err on the side of going lighter because vampires are dead. You don't want to look alive. So I've got my vampire accessories on today, and we'll go ahead and get right into contouring the face. So I'm going to contour just a little differently than I normally would because I don't want to look, you know, normal. I don't want to look bronzy. So I'm kind of going to go on a little bit of a cooler gray side of a contour. And I haven't practiced this look at all, so I have no idea if it's going to be terrible or not. So we're just going to learn together and figure it all out. What I'm going to do is mix like a normal contour shade on my contouring brush, and then I'm actually taking this eyeshadow palette from Morphe and dipping a little bit into this dark gray that's in this palette. Now this palette is extremely pigmented, so I know that it's gonna look super wild if I have a lot of powder on there, so I want to dust all the excess off and go in with a really light hand. See, I'm going super light and it's still very dramatic. And I'm just barely dusting it on, and I'll blend this even better here in just a moment. But I really want to like give my face, like you can tell my, you know, normal, I mean I'm very like blank canvas right now because of the concealer and everything, but you know, there's no dimension whatsoever, and then this side already looks like more sunken in, and that's the goal here because you want your face to look kind of dead and sunken in. Get out of the trash. Hey, anybody else's dog do that? Because he's driving me nuts. Okay, now that I have that done on both sides, I'm going to try to blend this downwards just a little bit to really make my face look sunken in. And I'm just going to go in like circular motions to really get it blended and not look like such a harsh line. And to make the contrast even more dramatic, I'm going to take a little bit of my setting powder. You can use any setting powder, but I use the Perfect Peach powder by Too Faced, and I take my damp beauty blender and carve out this space here. I also want to give myself a little bit more defined nose, so I'm going to kind of contour my nose in the same way by following the bridge of my nose but creating a line just like slightly more inwards. And it's very dramatic right now, but I'll blend it out. The same thing with the powder. Vampires are obviously not living and very cold, and they're kind of like made out of stone, so you want your features to be a little more harsh. I'm going to add just a little bit of bronzer underneath my chin to create a little more shadow there. But I'm actually not going to contour the rest of my face. I'm not going to bronze the rest of my face, nothing, because I want to be very pale. So now, just because we're looking dead and pale and stone-like doesn't mean that we shouldn't be glam, doesn't mean that we shouldn't be sparkly. So I'm gonna contour, or I'm going to highlight my face with this Makeup Revolution highlighting palette, and I'm using the, of course, the white shade to be the lightest and most dramatic. And this is going to give you even more of that stone-like appearance. Ooh, I went too heavy on my forehead. Okay, we'll come back and fix that. I'm just going to brush away this excess powder on my face. Now that the base of my face is pretty much done here, I'm going to move on to eyes now. This is the fun part because it's pretty much just all black. Taking kind of a fluffy blender brush, and no, I still don't wash my brushes enough, so things haven't changed. I'm pretty much completely using this Morphe 9A palette. You can get this at Ulta, so affordable. Some like neutral browns, yellows, little gold shimmery shade, and then a great black there. I'm taking the gray shade Taken in this palette, and I'm going to use this as kind of a transition shade. And I'm taking it above my crease and working that in. Oh, I also did not put down a primer for you guys or anything like that, because whenever I conceal my under eye, I put concealer over my eyelids as well and use that as my like eyelid primer. So in case you're wondering why I may have skipped that step. And I want to like really pull this out into like a triangle angle on my eye. Okay, and now I'm taking the blackest shade in there. It's just a pure black eyeshadow. It's called Storm in that same palette with the same brush, and going right into my crease, working that in. And now I'm going to do that same black, and I'm going to pack it in really, really tight and as dark as possible on the corner, on the outer corner of my eye. This is looking very black and crazy, but it's gonna get better. I'm gonna go back in just slightly blending out the edges and making sure everything's pretty even. I'll let you see this up close. It's kind of wild and crazy, but this is the stage we should be at right now. I'm intrigued to see how well I can do this. I wish that I had a great like classically crimson eyeshadow, but I don't have that. I really only have like pink or like orangey shades. I don't have anything, or like I have a blush and stuff like that, but nothing is like red and like dark enough for what I want. So I'm getting kind of creative here, and I'm using my Stila Liquid Lipstick because it's this perfect red crimson shade. I'm going to use this as like a liquid eyeshadow because nobody says you can't do that. So basically what I'm going to do is just take the little doe foot wand and like a flat eyeshadow brush and put it on the front half of my eye and see how it goes. If I ruin it, that sucks. I don't feel the need to cut my crease with concealer for this because I know how pigmented that this liquid lipstick is. So I know it will actually cover up that black pretty easily. It's actually working out perfectly. That's exactly what I wanted. I'm so happy that this worked out. Now I'm going to try to keep my eyelid low right now so that it will dry because it is a liquid lipstick. While that is drying, I'm going to take this, probably can't see anything I'm showing you, this flathead brush, place black underneath my eyes. I'm going to buff that out just a little bit. So wild right now, like look how ridiculous I look. Oh, it's coming together though. So taking my usual Stila Stay All Day black eyeliner with a fine tip, I'm just going to do a winged liner. And I am going to fill in my waterline. To make this even more fun, I'm going to create like an inner eye wing. If you know what I'm talking about, I'm going to do it and then I'm going to show you because I don't know how to describe it. So yeah, see, that one's on point. I'm gonna go back in a little bit with my black and fix up some spots above my crease. And kind of blend that. I'm about to do some lashes. I'll be back, y'all. Okay, and the eyes are done. I've got lashes on. I popped on a little bit of glitter on my inner corners because I just couldn't help myself. So now time for lips. Basically what I'm going to do for my lips is apply a black lipstick all around the edges of my mouth, and then I'm going to pop that red liquid lip in the middle of both my bottom and top lip and try to blend it all together. My video is gonna die, so it could quit on me at any moment, so that's great. Okay, my video died on me, but now we're good. So I have got black all around the edges of my mouth, looking wild because I left the center open for this red Stila liquid lip. I'm gonna pop this on just there in the middle. Okay, now that I have that red on there a little bit better, I've got this like lip blender thing, and I'm gonna just kind of like blend the lines together where they meet. Kind of blurs everything. And there you have it. That's the completed look. Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope you guys are as excited for Halloween as I am. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if there's any other looks that you're wanting to do this Halloween, or what your costume is going to be. If you need help coming up with the makeup for your look, and maybe that'll be my next tutorial. Otherwise, I'm going to try to keep on a regular schedule for Halloween and get you guys some good looking tutorials for the season. Thank you guys again so much for sticking around, and I'll see you next time. Bye.